Let me ask you a question. Is it difficult being a kid? What do you think? No, it's not. Okay. If you think it is not, it's okay. Some maybe think like it is very difficult to be a kid, You have to go through a lot, like, right? You have to study and you have to listen to everyone's advice, okay? You have to wake up in the morning and you have to go to school, you have to go to classes. And in the meantime, you have to get blamed by your parents sometimes, okay? And some those who get daily, like, they get blamed by your parent, you get blamed by your parents as daily basis. Raise your hand if you get blamed. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I also had the same childhood like you, okay? Yeah, we all do get blamed when you're small, okay? Here's the thing: when you become a kid, actually, it is the most beautiful time in your whole life, okay? A time like this will never come again, okay? You will start to realize this, okay? You will start to realize what I've said when you become a youngster, okay? Or when you become an adult one day, surely you will realize that, okay, that's what the Swaminatha said, what Swaminatha said was true, right? That life is always difficult for everyone, okay? Not only for kids, but also for adults and for everyone. It is difficult, okay? I know it is difficult for you to wake up in the morning and, sit on the chair and, the studies, and you come home after the school, you have to do work, homework, and you have to go to school, you have to go to classes. It's difficult, I know, okay? It's difficult. You have to face the exams, okay? So that is how life is, okay? Every life is difficult. Do you think that monk's life is easy? What do you think? Becoming a monk is easy? I would say becoming a monk is easy, okay? But live like a monk is very difficult. To live like a monk is very difficult. You can be a monk, at least you can, after you become after 7 years old, anyone can become a monk, okay? So you can go to a temple and become a monk, make yourself a monk, okay? But it takes a long time period to practice the monkhood. And what do you think? Is it easy or difficult? Okay, this comes from a monk, okay? Have been maybe like kind of a long certain time in the monkhood. It's very difficult than you think, okay? Really, really difficult, really, really tough. You have to go through a lot of trainings, a lot of, the challenges, okay? But it is a good life, it's a free life, okay? Independent life. Being a monk is very, once you become a monk, you become so much independent, you're so much free, okay? So that's it. Every life is difficult, okay? So what makes our life beautiful is when we face our difficulties every single day, okay? The more we face the difficulties and more we get through them successfully, the life becomes more beautiful, okay? And your life story becomes so much interesting. Why? Okay, let's say like this, okay? So two people come into a stage and they have to deliver their life story. They have to say their life story to other people, okay? Let's say, imagine an incident, okay? Two people come and they have to say their life story, how they spend their life, okay? One person comes to the stage and he said, I was born into a rich family and I had everything that I wanted, okay? My parents bought me everything that I wanted and I had a very good life. Okay, there was nothing wrong. Okay, I had happiness every single day. Okay, I have never felt unhappy. My life is good. Okay, that is one story. Okay, and the other guy comes to the stage and say, well, I was born not, I wasn't born with a silver spoon on my hand. Okay, I had a hard life. I had a difficult life. I had to face a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. But somehow I could face all those challenges successfully. And I got through them. Sometimes I failed. Sometimes I cried. Sometimes it was difficult, stressing. But after some time, I go through all of them and I faced the challenges and I studied well. Okay. I became a good person. I helped my parents. Okay. And I helped people around me and I'm happy. What do you think? What is the most interesting story? The first one or the second one? What do you think? Of course, the second one, right? Why it was so important and so interesting? Because he had a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems. Okay, so he has a story to tell. Same like that. You know, the life is difficult. I know it's difficult to become a kid, okay, being a kid. And it's also difficult to be as an adult also, okay? So don't worry, okay? All right, so what are we going to learn today? What do you want to learn? I thought today I will teach you about an Arahant. Would you like to learn about an Arahant? Arahant's life story? Okay, do you know about Arahant Ananda? Have you ever heard of an Arahant called Arahant Ananda? Today I'm going to teach you his life story. Would you like to learn about it? Okay, this is a long story. Okay, and this is very nice. So Arahant, I will tell you first of all, I will tell you the Arahant Ananda's past life story. Okay. How Arahant Ananda, do you know what is the specialty of Arahant Ananda, Venerable Ananda? What is the specialty? What's so special about him? Let me know in the chat box. What is so special about Arahant Ananda? What do you think? And what do you know? Let me know in the chat box. Let's see. Someone saying he's the right hand of the Lord Buddha. No? That's something. Laviru is saying he could remember everything he learned. Wow, that is so cool, right? If you can remember everything you learned, is that amazing? Huh? What do you think? If you could remember everything in your life, is it good or bad? Huh? If you could remember everything in life, is that good or bad? The answer is no, it is bad. Okay. Let's say if you can remember everything that happens in life, okay? What will happen? You will remember all the bad days, difficulties, problems. Okay. Everything. If someone blamed you, then then you will remember forever. Remember it forever. Okay. So it is okay to forget. Okay. It is okay to forget the bad things. And it is much more important to forget. It's much more important to remember the good things. Okay. So the problem is we forget what we want. Okay. We forget what we learned and we remember everything that we don't want. Am I right? Yes, you remember all the things that happen in the movies and films and everything. And when you learn, nothing goes in. No, no, sometimes. Okay, I know that you can learn very well. Okay, well, one specialty of Arahant Ananda is he had a big memory power. Okay, the reason why it is because of Arahant Ananda that we are listening to Dhamma today. We are learning about the Dhamma today. Every single sutta that we learn was remembered by Arahant Ananda. Okay, there are more than 84,000, I would say 84,000. Yes, more than 84,000 like sectors of Dhamma, suttas. Okay, everything was remembered by Arahant Ananda. Isn't that amazing? That's the thing. Okay, because of Arahant Ananda, we learned Dhamma today. I preach Dhamma to you today. Okay. Have you ever preached chanted Mahamangala Sutta? Hands up those who know about Mahamangala Sutta. Ah, good. Hands up those who know how Mahamangala Sutta start, from what verse, from how it starts. It starts from Evang Me Sutta. What is it? Evang Me Sutta. You find this Evang Me Sutta word in most of almost all these suttas. Okay, this word Evang Me Sutta. Evang Me Sutta means thus I have heard. Okay, this is how I have heard from the Buddha. Okay, so Arahant, that was said by Arahant Ananda. Okay, so that is the thing. He had a big memory power, let's say. Okay, another one, another specialty of Arahant Ananda. Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. There are many. Okay, there are many. I'm going to teach you today about them. Okay, Senul and Minul is saying, I know what you're saying here. He is a person who took care of the Buddha. Okay, he was the personal helper of the Buddha. He attended the Buddha. Okay, so he helped the Buddha, like kind of we say it in Sinhala and Pali languages, upasthayaka. Okay, what is it called? Upasthayaka. Upasthayaka means the one who attends the Buddha or someone. Okay, one who helps someone. Yeah, no, you can become an upasthayaka. How? Do you know how to become an upasthayaka? A person who helps? Let's say whenever your parents are sick, then when they fall ill, okay, so you can become an upasthayaka. How? By helping them. Okay, hands up those who can cook. Raise your hand if you can cook. What you can cook? At least can you cook what is it? Can you cook? Can you make a sandwich? All of you can make sandwiches. Okay, that's good, right? If you can make something for if you can make, then like make something for your parents when they are sick. They don't want to be just like all the time sick, but you can make something for your parents and make them happy, right? Good. Hands up those who can make tea. A cup of tea. Very good. If you can make a cup of tea, make a cup of tea. Make a cup of tea for your parents. Okay. Let's say you went to the kitchen and you made a nice, nice cup of tea and you took it to your parents. Okay. You gave it to your parents. And how would they feel? Huh? They will feel very happy about you, right? They will be very happy. So you can do that, It takes only 2 or 3 minutes to help your parents. So make a cup of tea for your parents, right? But what do? You just stay in the bed and, you wait for your parents to make a cup of tea for you. Okay. Yeah, just try it out. Those are the things, Pute, those are very simple things, very little things that we can do to make someone happy. Okay. Am I right? Yes. Okay, there's another one. Okay, this is for everyone. Everyone can do. Some of you are so little that you cannot make, you're not allowed to cook. Sometimes your parents don't say, no, don't get into the kitchen. Okay, you will cut your finger maybe, or okay, you'll do something for yourself. No, this is something that everyone can do. Okay, let's say you come out of the room. Okay, now you're walking out of the room and you see your amma, maybe tata. Okay, someone who is who is living with you. Okay, they're cleaning the house. Okay, they're cleaning the house, and you see they're cleaning. So what you can do to help them, to make them happy? Do you have the rugs in your house to clean your feet? If you have, what you can do when they are cleaning, when your parents are cleaning, you can pick them up, okay, and you can go outside and clean them and bring it to them. Okay, that is very simple thing. That's a very simple thing that everyone can do, and if you do that, your parents will be happy, and you will be happy. Okay, right. So Arahant Ananda was the attendee of the Buddha. That means the one who helped the Buddha for a long period of time. Okay, he was the chief attendee. Okay, he lived all his life, like most of his life after becoming a monk, with the Buddha. Okay, he was like the shadow of the Buddha. Okay, what's with the shadow? Shadow will never leave you, right? It is always there. If you're in the darkness also, there is shadow, okay? But you cannot see it. Okay, there will be a shadow when you have light, definitely. Okay? So the shadow is something that you never leave you. Okay? The shadow is something that you never leave you. Same like that. Arahant Ananda was like the shadow of the Buddha. Okay? He was living and he stayed with the Buddha. He helped a lot to the Buddha. And he was even ready to sacrifice his life for the Buddha. Okay. Okay, I will tell you the past story about Arahant Ananda. Okay. How Arahant Ananda became Arahant Ananda. Okay. How Arahant Ananda became the chief attendee, and he had a great memory power. Okay, the story starts from 100,000 years ago. Okay, the story runs back to 100,000 eons ago. Eon. What is an eon? Who knows what is an eons? Is there anyone knows the meaning of an eon? The spellings are E-O-N. Yes, Yashod Putta. Tell me, what's an eon?
An incalculable period of time.
Yeah, it's an incalculable period of time. Very good. Okay. That is a long period of time. Okay, such a long period of time that it is impossible to give a number. Okay. Of course, it will have a number. Okay. But it is very difficult to count such a long period of time. Okay. That is one eon. Okay. Arahanta Ananda's, the story starts from, not from one eon, 100,000 eons. Okay, 100,000 eons ago. The story starts from the time of a Buddha called Padumuttara. What was his name? Padumuttara. Do you know that there were many Buddhas before our Buddha, the Gautama the Buddha? Okay, there were many Buddhas. Okay, the non-history have like the non-history have almost 7 Buddhas, and also there's a belief that there were on, like people know about another 28 Buddhas. Okay, altogether there are 28 Buddhas that we know the names. Okay, so 100 years ago, there was a Buddha called Padumuttara. What was his name? Padumuttara. Okay. In that Buddha's time, okay, there was a king named Ananda. Okay. What was the king's name? Ananda. Okay. Now it is not the Arahant Ananda. Okay. When it's not Venerable Ananda. A king called Ananda. Okay. This king was the brother of Padumuttara the Buddha. Okay. This king was the brother of the Padumuttara Buddha. This King Ananda had a son named Sumana. What was his name? Sumana. Now we have several names. Okay. Now we have several names. What was the Buddha's name? Padumuttara. Okay. What was the king's name? Ananda. Okay, what was the king's son's name or the prince's name? Sumana. Okay. So this Prince Sumana was the Arahant Ananda in a past life. Okay, in an early life. So, so the time passed and the King Ananda, the Padumuttara Buddha's brother, okay, he was attending the Buddha and he was going to see the Buddha and helping the Buddha and giving lots of like, you know, the giving dana to the Buddha all the time. Okay. He enjoyed helping to the Buddha. Okay. The king. So the king's son was Prince Sumana. Okay. So one day, now this Prince Sumana is very young, you know, he's a youngster. Okay. Maybe like he's in his teenage, okay, late teenage. So one day there was a war in his kingdom, okay. A war was declared by some people, you know, some maybe terrorists. So this Prince Sumana, okay, without informing his father, the King Ananda, without informing him, okay, without saying him, just he went directly to the war, okay, and he settled the war. He settled down, okay. He settled down the war and he solved the problem. Everything was fine, okay. And then he came back to the palace, and then King Ananda got to know that his son, okay, all alone, he has gone to the war with the army, and he has solved and settled down the war, and he has come back. Okay. So King Ananda was so happy. He became so happy that my son is very brave, you know, he can settle the wars, and he was very happy. Do you know what happens when kings become happy? Huh? Do you know what happens when kings become happy? They give you some grants, okay, that they say that you can have whatever you like. Just ask from me, okay? Request, give a request, okay? Ask from me, whatever you like, I will give it for you. Okay, whatever you like. That is what happens when kings become happy, okay? A few. So what happened? Prince Sumana, the King Ananda said, okay, now you settled the war. I'm very proud of you. You know, I'm proud of you. I'm happy about you. So ask anything, I will give it for you. Okay, right. Let's say you were the Prince Sumana. Okay, you became a prince or a princess. Okay, and your father, the king, gave you a chance to ask, you know, anything, a request, anything, and Ask for anything and I will give you. What will you ask? Huh? Some of you ask, give me a PS5. Okay. Right? Some of you ask like, this is, there's one smart guy here. Who is that? Yashod. If Yashod asks that, he will ask for the kingship to become the king. So that after that, he can have whatever he likes, you know. So it's like that. Okay. So do you know what? Laviru is asking for a Lamborghini. Back in those days, people didn't have Lamborghinis, right? Do you know what people had as Lamborghinis? Cars. Okay, not cards, the carts. Okay. So that was the best Lamborghini. Then you will the king will give you a cart as a Lamborghini. Okay, let's say. So do you know what Prince Sumana asked for? He asked, okay, now you gave me a chance to ask anything. My request is, I want 7 days, give me 7 days to help and attend the Padumuttara Buddha. Okay, I need to help Padumuttara Buddha. Okay, I need to give dana to Padumuttara Buddha. I need it for 7 days. Okay. So why he asked such a thing? Okay. Because he was thinking in a different way, you know. He was thinking about merits. Okay. If we got a chance, we will never be think of like that, no. Even I will never think of like something like that, you know. If I were like you, let's say, right? Okay. So he asked, give me 7 days. Okay, give me a chance for 7 days to attend the Buddha. Do you know what King Ananda said? Okay. King Ananda said, just ask me anything else, okay? Except this, ask me anything else, I will give it for you, but I cannot give the permission to attend the Buddha, okay? To attend the Buddha and give dana to Buddha for 7 days, okay? Because I'm doing it now, but I can stop it, okay? I need it, okay? Ask me anything, I will give you the whole kingdom. It's okay, it's fine, take my whole kingdom, okay? But I cannot give that for you, right? Then Prince Sumana said, no, okay? You cannot change your word, okay? You cannot change your word because you are a king. Kings will never change their word, what they have said, okay? So you cannot change your words. You know, the kings back in those days were very good, you know, they never changed their word. But today, not the kings, but the presidents, they change their word every single time, you know. Okay. So what happened? He said, okay, it is very difficult to give you this grant, you know, give you this request, but I will try. But if I will give you the permission to give dana to the Padumuttara Buddha for 7 days, if Padumuttara Buddha will give you the permission. Okay? If Padumuttara Buddha gives you the permission, then I will let you to do that. So what Prince Sumana did was, he went back to the monastery. He went to the monastery to meet Padumuttara Buddha. Okay? For what? To take permission. Okay? So now, you know, you cannot directly go and meet the Buddha. Okay? It is not like that. Okay, you cannot, if you were born in the Buddha's time, it is not, you're not able, like you're not, it is not easy for you to go and directly meet the Buddha to, like when you go to the temple. First of all, you have to go and meet a monk. Okay, first of all, you have to go and meet a monk and then ask for the permission to meet the Buddha. Then if the Buddha gives you the permission to meet, then you can meet. Same like that. Prince Sumana went to the monastery and he met a monk. He was the chief attendee. He was the one who was attending the Buddha. Okay, same like in this life, Arahant Ananda, he was the one who was attending the Buddha to, like the Padumuttara Buddha. Okay, do you know what? His name was also Sumana. Okay, his name was also Sumana. Now, what will happen? Let's say you found someone, okay, you met someone who has the same name as you. What happens to you? So you suddenly become, you say, like, you know, very quickly you become friends, right? Yes, you will say like, oh, you have the same name as me. And you will be so much happy that there is someone who has the same name. Okay. And you will be happy, like so relieved that there is someone who is having my weird name. Sometimes it is very difficult to, I have seen some children's name is very difficult. It is very difficult to say. Okay. I met one little girl here and I asked the name, and even for today, I cannot remember the name. It was like a tongue twister. Okay, it was very difficult. So what happens, right? So we become happy, we become friends as soon as, like, if someone with the same name as we become so much happy and we become friends. Same like that, okay? Prince Sumana met the monk Sumana, okay? And they became friends, okay? And then he asked, okay, now you have the same name as me, okay? I came here today to the monastery to meet the Buddha. Okay, can you please take me to the Buddha? I have a request for him. Okay, I have an invitation for him. So what Arahant Sumana did, he did something interesting. Okay, he did something to surprise Prince Sumana. Do you know what he did? Now, he was an Arahant, okay? Do you know what that Arahants have psychic powers? Right? Like this superhuman powers, like psychic powers. So what he did was, okay, give me a second. All right. Okay. So what Arahant Sumana did was he dived into the ground, okay, with his psychic powers. He dived into the ground in front of the Prince Sumana, and he came out of the ground in front of the Buddha. Okay, it is one psychic power that you can, like, someone can, if you develop your mind, you also can do that. You will also can do that. Okay, you can dive like you're diving in, like you're jumping to a swimming pool. You go inside. Okay, same like that. You can, if you have psychic powers and if you developed your mind, you can dive into the earth like you dive into water. Okay, there's one, that is how you can develop your mind, right? So what happened? He dived into the ground and he appeared in front of the Buddha. Right? The Prince Sumana was so amazed. He was so surprised how powerful this monk is. Okay, how powerful this Arahant is, and he was so happy. So Arahant Sumana went to the Buddha, Padumuttara Buddha, and he met and he said, well, there's a prince waiting outside for you. There's a prince waiting outside for you. He has an invitation for you. So what do you consider about him? Then Padumuttara Buddha said, okay, go and make, like, keep a chair outside and I will come outside and I will talk with him. Okay. Then Padumuttara Buddha went outside, and then he started to talk. And now Prince Sumana is like, he was surprised by the psychic power of the Arahant, right? So he forgot to ask the request. He forgot to ask to do the invitation. The first thing that he asked is, who is this Arahant? How powerful is? How he got this? And what is so special about it? From the Buddha, he asked. Then the Buddha said, now he's my chief attendee. He's the one who is attending me. And he has he is very powerful. Okay. He's an Arahant. Okay. Then Prince Sumana asked, well, what should I do to become like him? Okay. What can I do to become like him? And then the Buddha said, okay, to become like such an Arahant monk, you have to do lots of merits. Okay, learn Dhamma, practice Dhamma, do a lot of meditations. And one day, okay, one day, you also can become a monk like that, an Arahant monk. Okay, so he was so happy. Then after that, he came back with his request. He said, okay, well, I need Buddha's permission to give dana and attend the Buddha for 7 days. Okay, please give me the permission. So the Buddha gave the permission, and he offered dana to the Buddha. Okay, he offered dana to the Buddha, and he did a lot of merits. And after those 7 days, okay, after those 7 days, he went in front of the Buddha, and he fell down on his knees and worshipped the Buddha and said, by doing all these merits, okay, after doing all these merits, I wish nothing, okay, I wish nothing but to become the chief attendee of the Buddha, okay, and to help the Buddha and to become an Arahant monk one day. Okay, that was his only wish. Okay, do you know what? When you do one, like, you know, when you make a wish in front of the Buddha sees, okay, the Buddha sees that if you can do it or not, okay, it will happen or not. So the Buddha, with his divine eye, he saw the future, okay, he saw the future and said, one day, definitely, you will become the chief attendee of the Buddha. Okay, you will become an Arahant. Okay, there will be a Buddha in the future named Gautama, the Buddha. Okay, so at that time you will be born to you will be born as Ananda, name from the name Ananda, and you will become the chief attendee of the Buddha, and also surely you will become an Arahant. Okay, so he was so happy. So the time went on, and after long time, after 100 years, okay, our Buddha came to this world. Okay, now it is the time of the Gautama Buddha. Okay, so this Prince Sumana, Arahant Ananda, was born as a cousin of the Buddha. Okay, who's Prince Siddhartha's father? What was his name? What was his name? Prince Siddhartha's father? The king? Some of you are wondering, what is his name? King Suddhodana, right? King Suddhodana. You know what? King Suddhodana had 5 brothers. No, the 4 brothers. Okay? Their names were kind of similar. Okay? There was King Suddhodana, there was King Sakhodana, there was King Sukhodana, Dhotodana, and Amithodana. Okay? There were 5 brothers. Suddhodana, Sakhodana, Sukhodana, Dhotodana, Amithodana. Okay, there were 5 brothers. Prince Ananda, okay, the Arahant Ananda was born as a prince to the king Amithodana. What was his name? King Amithoda. Okay. So Arahant Ananda was a cousin brother of Prince Siddhartha. Okay. And the Buddha. So after that, after Prince Siddhartha, after his enlightenment, okay, he came back to his birthplace, okay, his kingdom as the Buddha, and he preached Dhamma to all of the people who were in the palace, okay. And that time, a lot of royal princes, okay, a lot of royal princes, they became monks. Okay, a lot of royal princes, they became monks. Among them, there was this prince called Ananda. Okay, do you know how he got his name, Ananda? The meaning of Ananda is there anyone whose father's name is Ananda? Some of people in Sri Lankan people, they have the name Ananda, right? Okay, so Ananda, the meaning of the name Ananda is the happiness. Okay, on the day that Prince Ananda was born, everyone who was living in the palace became happy. Okay, so he was born by making everyone happy. So he was named as Ananda. Okay, so the Prince Ananda also became a monk. Okay, also became a monk. Now the time passed. At that time, there was no one to help the Buddha, right? For a long period of time, there was no proper person, one monk to help the Buddha. Sometimes there are some, out of the blue moon, some monks come and they attend the Buddha, but it is not in a proper way. Okay, there are some other stories. It is very sad, okay, how some monks have attended the Buddha. It is not in the correct way. Should I tell you one story like that? Little one. One day, okay, one monk was going on Pindapata with the Buddha. You know what is Pindapata? The arms round. Okay, the monks go with the ball, like the alms bowl on their hand, they beg for food. Same like that, the Buddha was walking with this monk, his attendee. And while they were walking down a street, the road divided into two roads. Now they came to a junction. Okay, the Buddha and this monk. So the Buddha said, well, monk, let's go from this road. Okay, although it is a little bit far and it is very long, but it is very easy for us to go. Okay, it has less difficulties, but it is a little bit long. Then the monk said, no, Buddha, okay, we will go from this road. Okay, I prefer this road. Let's go from this road. It is very short and it is very easy for us to go. Then the Buddha said, no, it is not okay. Let's go from this road. Okay. Then the monk said, no, we have to go from this road. Now he started to argue with the Buddha, right? They started to argue even with the Buddha. Okay. So then the Buddha said, no, we have to go from this road. Then this monk got so angry and he gave all the stuff that Buddha had to his hand, and okay, and keep it with yourself, and I'm going from this road, you can go from that road. They were separated. There was no proper monk to help the Buddha at that time. Okay. So it was very sad. Okay. The Buddha is the Buddha. Okay. He was the greatest person, but there was no proper monk to help the Buddha at that time. So one day, in one afternoon, the Buddha came to the Dhamma hall, okay, and asked all the monks to come inside, okay, and said, This is very sad. Okay, this is one thing that Buddha says. We feel it's very sad, you know. Why? The Buddha says, okay, now I am very old. Okay, I'm very old. I cannot do certain things by myself, but there is no proper bhikkhu or a monk to help me. Okay, can anyone please come and help me? Okay, the Buddha said that. Okay, the Buddha had to say that. So what happened? Every monk, okay, there was the Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana, the chief monks of the Buddha. They came quickly, they came and said, no, we will help to the Buddha. Okay, we will help to you. We will attend for you. Please let us to do that. Then the Buddha said, no, you're not suitable for that. You have different tasks. Okay, you have to take care of the Sangha and everyone. So you have to do that. So now one by one, the monks come and ask for the permission. But Buddha says, no, you're not suitable for that. Okay. And there was this monk, Arahant, Venerable Ananda. Still he hasn't become an Arahant. Okay. Now he didn't ask the permission. Okay. He didn't ask for the permission. He was just minding his own business and staying in his corner. Okay. So another monk came to Arahant, Venerable Ananda, okay, and said, okay, now everyone has asked the permission from the Buddha to help him, but the Buddha hasn't given permission for anyone. Now it is your chance. Please go and ask the permission. Okay. Then Arahant Ananda, the Venerable Ananda said, no, I don't want to ask the permission from the Buddha to help him. If Buddha thinks, okay, if Buddha thinks that I can help him, I am suitable for help him, then he will let me know that. Okay, he will tell me. So then the Buddha heard this, okay, and the Buddha said, well, there is no one who is in this Dhamma hall who can help me other than Ananda. Okay, Ananda is the only monk who can help me, so I'm giving him the permission. Okay. Then, you know what? This is one thing this is one amazing thing that Arahant Venerable Ananda did. He stood up. Okay, after giving the permission, he stood up and said to the Buddha, okay, the Blessed One, I will help you. I will attend you, but only under conditions. Okay, only if you agree with these conditions, I will help you. Okay. See, he gave some conditions to the Buddha. Okay, I have 8 conditions. Okay, I have 8 conditions. If you agree with all these conditions, I will help you. What are the conditions? These are the conditions. If someone comes and offer a valuable robe to the Buddha, okay, robe means this. If someone comes and offer one valuable robe to the Buddha should not give me those robes. Okay, the Buddha cannot give me those robes. That is one condition. If the Buddha agrees with me, then I will help you. Buddha agreed with that. Okay. The second condition, if the Buddha was invited to dana, for some dana, I need to have the permission. I want to have the permission to not to go to that dana. Okay, to not to go to that. Okay, that is one condition. Then the Buddha agreed for that. Okay, and then another one. What is that? If Buddha, if Buddha preach Dhamma to people when I am not around the Buddha, okay, if Buddha preach Dhamma when I'm not around the Buddha, then you have to come and teach me all those Dhamma. Okay, if Buddha agreed for that, I will help you all through these conditions. Okay, and there's another condition. Okay, I can remember, maybe I will remember the old condition. I need to have the permission to not to stay inside the Buddha's kuti or the room. Okay, I need to stay away from it. So there were lots of, there were eight conditions like that. Buddha agreed for every condition, and he became the attendee of the Buddha. After becoming the attendee Buddha, the Arahant Ananda, the Venerable Ananda, helped the Buddha as no one has helped like him. Okay. Do you know what our Venerable Ananda did? Every single night, he takes a torch, not the torch that you're using, okay, a fire torch, okay, and he walks around the Buddha's kuti or the room, okay, he walks around the Buddha's room for 9 times every single night, okay. Why? Because if something that Buddha need, okay, if he needs something, then I need to be there, okay, I need to be in alert. And if something happened to the Buddha, I need to take care of him. Okay. So after that, Venerable Ananda was like the shadow of the Buddha. One time, do you know the story of Nalagiri, the elephant? The fierce elephant who came to kill the Buddha? Okay. Now the elephant was running in front to the Buddha, towards the Buddha. Okay. Venerable Ananda was behind the Buddha. Okay, all of a sudden, Venerable Ananda jumped in front of the Buddha to protect the Buddha. Okay, thinking it is okay that the elephant will destroy me, it is okay, but I need to protect the Buddha. Then the Buddha said, no, quickly, get back, okay, get behind. You cannot do that. Okay, so that was the story of Arahant Ananda. Venerable Ananda. It's a long story. It takes a long time to explain it to you. Maybe I will explain the rest in the next week also. Okay, let's have a 10-minute break. Okay, and we'll join back. No, let's have 5 minutes break. Okay, we don't have much time today. That's right. 5 minutes break, and let's come back. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya, 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 Namo Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Daha. This is a story of innocent thoughts in the midst of the fires of war.
Не хочу, чтобы я умирала. Хочу, чтобы быстрее это все закончилось.
When there is plenty of room to live in peace and harmony, the brutality of war crosses all this in a surprising way. These children who were once smiling are now shaking in fear. Because of hatred, these innocent children have also gotten stuck in the middle of war. These children may also be hoping to live life like normal children again, and hope that the war will end. Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Daha. This is a story of innocent thoughts in the midst of the fires of war.
Не хочу, чтобы я умирала. Я хочу, чтобы быстрее это все закончилось.
When there's plenty of room to live in peace and harmony, the brutality of war crosses all this in a surprising way. These children who were once smiling are now shaking in fear. Because of hatred, these innocent children have also gotten stuck in the middle of war. These children may also be hoping to live life like normal children again, and hope that the war will end.
Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo
Dhamma Dhamma Friends. Did you know that just as rain breaks through a poorly roofed house, lust penetrates the mind that has not been developed by meditations? But lust never penetrates the mind that has been well developed by calming meditations. In these two amazing Dhammapada stanzas, we will learn more about these things, and it will be more easier to understand too. Yatagarang duchanang uthi samati vichati.
Okay. Now get ready for the meditation. All right. Cross your legs if you can. It's much better. And make your body straight. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Keep your right palm under the left palm. No, keep your left palm under the right palm. Sorry. Okay. Relax and close your eyes. And slowly breathe in. And slowly breathe out. Again, breathe in. And slowly breathe out. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, now listen to the meditation.
Children, now we are going to do loving kindness meditation. We are going to spread our love and our kindness towards all living beings in this universe. Spread your love and kindness as you hear my voice. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in this monastery be free from anger. May they be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in my house be free from anger. May they be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in my city be free from anger. May they be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in my country be free from anger. May they be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from anger. May all beings in this world be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this universe be free from anger. May they be free from ill will. May they be free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be free from anger. May all beings be free from ill will. May all beings be free from jealousy. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May all beings live in peace. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Now open your eyes and say sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Right. So you did the meditation. Some of you were sleeping. No? No. Okay. If not, it's okay. Good. Right, good thing. So the time has passed. So it is the time today. Do we have the good deed session today? Answerji?
Sensei.
Okay, okay. All right. So let's wind up our Dhamma school for today. All of you say sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. So first of all, let's share the merits. Let's share the merits with all the gods who protect the Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy. May they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they protect all the children who joined to Dhamma school today. May all the gods realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share the merits with our Pinot Lokuswamin Vahansa, and with the monks and nuns of Mahamevana Monastery. And let's share the merits with Mahasangha all around the world. May Mahasangha rejoice in this world merit, and may they be well and happy. May they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they be able to realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also let's share the merits with our parents and our teachers. May all of them rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy. May they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they be able to realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And finally, may all of you children rejoice in this merit, and may you be well and happy. May you live long. May you live a happy life. May all of your education become successful. And may all of you be able to realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now you can pay homage to Swami Bhakti.
Dear children, now you can go to the floor and worshiping us along with me. Okasa vandami bante maya katam punyang samina anamoditabbang samina katam punyang maihanda
Sadhu.
sadhu sadhu anumodami okasa dwarattena katang sabbang achayang kamatame bante
Namami Kamitabham.
Okasa kamami bante, tutiyampi okasa kamami bante, tatiyampi okasa kamami bante.
Supatveva, Supatveva. I'm blessing you. Abhivadana Silis Nichang Vada Pachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vadhanti Ayuvanno Sukhambalam Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Atho Nibbana Sampatti Iminate Samijatu. Supatveva, Supatveva, Supatveva. Namo Buddhaya.